I'm glad to have you join me. You will bear witness to my glory when I compel Shenlong to grant me the power to rule this deserted
Welcome.
rock.
To the Filthy Frank Show.
There are no rules.
If you're feeling suicidal, you've come to the right place. Because I want to myself as well. I hate all of you.
What's up, everyone? Generic Trump supporter number 72 here today. Today I have a very special announcement that I should have made a long time ago. We've done it. We have reached 100 subscribers, currently 127 at the time of me recording this. Seriously, everyone, it means a lot to me, and yes, today is the day we will celebrate this lovely occasion. So anyways, I've been trying to think of a particular topic that I could... Give me 1 second, guys. Hold on. Hey, bro, what's up?
Dude, I just keep having problems with these GT haters and
Do they just genuinely not like the show, or...?
No, they're just mindlessly hating on something that isn't Dragon Ball Z, and they're not giving any reasons as to why.
Crap, dude, I'll try and figure something out. I'll see what I can do. I'll talk to you later, though. Alright, so again, guys, what I basically want to give this over to is any ideas that you guys have, leave them in the... Okay, I love these people. I gotta learn to leave this thing on silent sometimes. Sup, Zach?
Dude, people keep on saying that Dragon Ball Super is bad because it's non-action packed in every single episode. It's really annoying me.
I understand, bro. It annoys me too, but hopefully I'll be able to figure something out about this. I'm not too sure why people are so hateful sometimes. Hold on, man. I'm getting a call from T-Dub. What's up, man?
Hey, so yo, man, check this out. Somebody just told me that Dragon Ball Evolution is the greatest movie of all time. No jokes.
Please tell me you're joking. Well, what?
I'm telling you, man, they say it's better than Super.
I just had an epiphany, so let me call you back, man. Okay, so I think I know what today's topic is. I love this fan base very much, you guys know that, but there are some things about it that absolutely annoy me like crazy. Now, it doesn't make me love you guys any less, but it's still fair to say that I get triggered sometimes. So today I'm going to give you guys a list of my own gripes, but I'm not alone. Throughout this special, you guys will be seeing and hearing the thoughts of other stars in the Dragon Ball YouTube community as well as other communities, and one by one we're going to narrow down the most annoying things about the Dragon Ball community. But throughout this, don't take any of this stuff personally, as we all love each and every one of you, I think. With that being said, let's jump right into it.
Play much!
Jump from all your limits and projects. Throw away your pain in a kind and loving that's gorgeous. I'm born again in the Dragon Balls like the fate of all men. Wanna see you as the best Kamehameha. Wanna see the power of greens when they are wrong versus the future world where our epic tale will be unfurled. Greater than the best.
We have a lot of different submissions today, and thank you guys so much for them. The ones that I did receive, thank you guys so much. The ones that, any that are not on here, I just straight up didn't see. It wasn't a thing of like I was discriminating or trying to be mean or anything like that. I straight up didn't see them because I actually gathered everything really late, so anything that I missed, forgive me. But the first one that we have is from the homie Alpha X Gaming. Games. Alpha X Games. I've got to remember that. And he says,
one thing that annoys me about the Dragon Ball fanbase is the amount of people that can't understand the concept of an opinion. If you dislike something that everyone else likes, then you're gonna get 9 times out of 10. Because in this fanbase, people believe in such things as wrong opinions. It's like, you tell me your opinion on something, and I'll tell you why your opinion is and that's basically how your average Dragon Ball comment section is. But hey, it could be worse. At least you're not complaining about hair. Oh wait.
okay, so I completely agree here with what Alpha has given us today. This fanbase does have an issue with its, minorities when it comes to opinions of any kind. I'm one of the few, for example, that likes the Budokai games more than Tenkaichi-style games, and sometimes I do get grabbed for it. But unfortunately, this fan base is just like that sometimes, and I don't quite know why. Though, I will say that in some cases a wrong opinion can certainly exist, bro. Like, say for example that I think Dragon Ball Z for Cadets is the greatest Dragon Ball fighting experience of all time.
Body's ready, my heart's on fire. I'm gonna push you over the wire. Perfect timing, tight as a drum. You find the battles already won. I'm taking hold of every moment, given strength by the breath of life.
I think we can both agree that that could indeed be considered an incorrect opinion. Otherwise, completely agree with you on this. The second submission that we have is from Charger Up Gaming, and he says,
One thing about the Dragon Ball Z community that really bugs me is when people hate on Dragon Ball Z Kai, claiming it as bad voice acting, even though the voice actors from Kai said that their performances are much better than the original Z recordings, and when people say it's childish, even though it's an uncut version, and that the dialogue is much more mature in Kai.
see, this man understands Dragon Ball Kai. Before I go any further, I want to recommend Geekdom's video on the misconceptions about Dragon Ball Kai, as a lot of the community's gripes with the series are addressed in that very video. But even without that video, understand that a censored version is what we saw on Nicktoons years ago. Afterwards, uncut versions were released with swearing, blood, etc. And say what you want about the voice acting, which I think is leagues above the original personally, but it's definitely much better than
Cat loves food, yeah, 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 yeah. Cat loves food, yeah, 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 yeah. Shut up!
Our next one comes from Chris Walford, and forgive me if I mispronounced your name, I apologize, bro. Who basically states that while Dragon Ball has tons of life lessons, symbolism, etc., you forget that it's just a story, and I completely agree. With any sort of book, movie, comic book, anything like that, people sometimes dive way too deep into it, and they put like months into like these calculations and theories and symbols, stuff like that. Now, don't get me wrong, I get so impressed when I see stuff like that. I'm not even joking with you. Like when people can find a way that the law of cosines can equate to something relating to Dragon Ball, it's dope. I personally love it. But Dragon Ball is indeed a story that is meant to entertain us, not confuse us. And that's just a fact. Next up, we have two submissions from Dragon Ball _ask on Twitter. The first one says, any obnoxious fan that rambles and versus debates on the internet, and I completely agree. You can tell a person doesn't know what they're talking about when it comes to a versus debate, when they start rambling and repeating the exact same points. I mean, it's not like I do that or anything. I mean, who am I? Can I do that all the time? And the second one is basically something that I really am happy someone brought up. You can call a character what you want, and that's fine. If you want to call Zeno-sama All-chan, you
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
can do that. But if his name is Beerus, expect to catch some flack for calling him Bills. Now, something as minuscule as messing up the difference between, I don't know, like Goku Black and Black Goku, for example. I don't really care too much about it. It's fine. I'm black myself, and the latter way of saying it just doesn't bother me like it does some people. Next up, we have the homie Geekdom 101, who I still want to interview whenever possible, so hit me up. And he says,
Boom, bam, bop, bada bop, boom, pow.
Rakurai. And gotta be honest with you guys, I completely agree. I freaking hate that guy. If he ever showed up on my side of the street, it'd be lights out for him. I mean, that Rakurai, man, just clickbait, horrible content, horrible editing. I hate him. I'm so happy I have no relation to him whatsoever, man. For real. Following that, we have Konstantinos, who is basically saying that regardless of whatever your preference, remember that we're all watching the same series. The Dragon Ball debates are fun, but the arguments usually just look like two crack addicts fighting about who stole the other's unicorn. There was no argument there to begin with, first of all, and then they end up getting nothing accomplished. So, Konstantinos, I completely agree with you on this point here. Next up, we have Krillin Owned for the win, basically saying that the petty stuff gets annoying. I completely 100% agree with you. I did a video at one point talking about petty complaints about Dragon Ball media, especially Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2, and this comment encompasses a lot of that. Spy Terror is a debatable thing. I get it, it's a debatable thing. I personally don't care, but I completely understand why people would. Trust me, I get it. It's about the immersion and all that. I completely understand. I'm not knocking any of you for believing that. But things like a frame, for example, that's like a part of animation and will always be there. Little stuff like that, those are petty complaints. And if you guys want me to do a video on that just to basically encompass what exactly petty means, even though I've done that before, just let me know and I'll do that topic next up. Next up, we have Lord Kresnik, who says,
one thing or two that annoys me about the Dragon Ball community is how they either A, call an episode bad just simply because it doesn't have any action in it, or 2, call some things a plot hole just because it doesn't have any explanation the first moment it's mentioned.
and this is a great comment here. First of all, an episode can be great without any action in it at all. If you need action in every single episode of a show, watch the greatest anime of all time, My Little Pony. And the other great anime that I've seen before in my life is SpongeBob SquarePants, the newer episodes. I mean, the current driving test arc is absolutely incredible. And secondly, yes, people freak out way too quickly about there being a plot hole. Now, stuff like Bra having not appeared in the series as of yet, that is indeed a plot hole. Though, I personally think she'll be revealed at the end of the Future Trunks arc. That'd be a beautiful ending for it. But stuff that just doesn't make sense to you quite yet, personally, that doesn't make it a plot hole. Now, I'll do a video on this just to clarify. Mr. Ninja Star 75 says,
one thing that annoys me about the Dragon Ball fandom is that I can't even say my opinion on a Dragon Ball video game without being called a Bandai fanboy or a Bandai hater.
And I relate to this on a cosmic level. People can be way too judgmental about opinions, as Alpha X Games covered. Take me, for example. I love the Dimps games. Love them to death. However, sometimes when I express too much love of a Dimps game, people take that as animosity for the Spike games, and they call me a fanboy for that. Believe what you want to believe, but relax. I have something to tell you. We can have opinions that don't affect your life in any way whatsoever. So yes, Ninja Star, 100% agree with you, fam. Random Gaming gives us a shot with people with some interesting names. I'm looking at this. I literally don't understand. Why would you name yourself that? I mean, like, I think it's personally kind of funny, personally, but people can be a bit cocky, and them putting profanity on the page when others may not want it. That's the main reason I keep my channel as censored as possible. It's just because, like, me personally, I try to stay away from cursing as best as possible. But especially on the channel, because it's like, you know, little kids can be watching, and same on Xenoverse, little kids can be playing the game, and they're going to see this word and start saying it. They're not going to know what it means or anything like that. They're just going to start saying it. It's what us kids do sometimes. And I mean, me being 17 now, if I see a new word that I've never seen before in my life, I still want to say it. I want to learn it, especially if it has 6 or more syllables, because that mess is just beautiful. But that's just how it is sometimes, man. That's just how it is. Our last submissions come from Zenki Gaming. Please tell me I pronounced it right. I've been trying. I've watched all your videos. I just don't know how to pronounce your name. And his first submission says,
okay, those stupid theories where they're like, hey, you know what, Goku? He's actually Goten. It's like those stupid theories that have the, like, horrible, it's just bad speculation that people just try to make reality. Like, next thing you know, Zamasu is Broly's cousin, or like Broly's sister, like, stuff like that.
And I agree with this, bruh. It's important to put some level of thought into a theory before adamantly posting it. 2 examples I want to give here. There was the one a long time ago about Goku Black being Goten. would you believe that some people still haven't let that die? I mean, there are some people that still wholeheartedly believe that Goku Black is Goten, and they just think that they haven't revealed it yet. Like, my thing is, if they were able to explain it in some kind of way that made sense, that'd be cool with me. I don't, like, that's my personal opinion. But there's no way to make it make sense currently in the current meta of the series. So, I'm sorry, it's just that the theory doesn't make any sense, okay? It just doesn't. And the other example I want to give is, I remember there was a guy who won't be named, and please don't mention his name in the comments. Like, please. Yeah, like, I don't want to delete comments, but, like, don't mention the guy, because, you know, I'm sure he's a nice guy. And he sent a theory to Geekdom a few weeks back that he believes Goku Black is a time cop. I'm sorry to say, but the theory made no sense whatsoever, and I actually felt a level of crippling depression inside of me after I read it. But had he put a bit more thought into it, it could have been a bit more interesting to read, you know? So yes, putting thought into theories is important. His second submission basically says what I've believed for a very long time. You don't win arguments by calling someone retarded or something like that. You win by making your points cohesively and coherently. And hopefully, this fanbase will grow in that regard. But anyways, guys, those are our submissions. Again, thank you guys so much. But I have one last thing I want to add. I think the thing that annoys me the most about this fan base is that there's this overwhelming lack of love here. Like, we need to be more together in the fact that we all love Dragon Ball. I've seen so much drama in the past few weeks with Leafy, Meme Star, Let's get Pyro, all these other different YouTubers and all this, and I don't want that type of drama to come to the Dragon Ball side of YouTube. This side of YouTube should be a peaceful place where our fandom just grows and we just enjoy what we enjoy. No drama whatsoever. But it's gonna happen, but, you know, just, I want there to be a level of love here. I really do. But once again, thank you guys so much for 100 subscribers. It's insane, okay? Like, I've been trying to make this, like, as non-sentimental as possible, but I promise you, this means a lot. Like, 100 isn't necessarily a lot of subscribers, but to me, the fact that there are 127 people out there that, like, support me, and just from everywhere around the globe, just people that are just supporting me, is incredible. It's incredible. Like, everything helps. Like, the likes, the dislike, everything helps, because it's directing people over to the channel, it's letting people know that I exist, and it's bringing the popularity there, and I really appreciate it. I really do. Everyone that helped out in this video, thank you guys so much again. I really just want you guys to know that this is the start of a long journey for me. It's like, the journey to 100 subscribers had its own tribulations of its own. And even with that, for every tribulation, there's going to be a reward. For the few things, I mean, that I went through during the walk to 100 subscribers, the big award was getting that 127 now on the page, and it just really helps. So to all of you that are considering making YouTube channels, to all of you that have channels, and to all of you that are currently going through stuff right now, myself included, we're gonna be alright. Like, we're gonna be fine. I promise you. We're always going to have some sort of reward at the end of this long road of despair, I suppose. Like, despair arcs always end. If you have seen the Rhyme Style Gogeta despair arc, you know for a fact that despair can end. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. This has been the Rakurai Network 100 subscribers special, and I'll see you guys later with a brand new video later on down the road. Peace out. Love you guys very much.